I notice an orange flower growing out of a crack between the sidewalk and the wall. I notice a hummingbird flying up to tiny purple flowers. I notice the sky and the water are many different colors. I notice a group of turkeys walking in the road. I notice flower petals that are closed. I notice a butterfly on the windowsill. I notice a fern with lots of tiny leaves. I notice a mushroom growing.
Good morning, my environmental detective friends. Looking forward to doing some new investigations and detective work with you. Let me introduce you to my environmental detective partner, Alpine.
Hi, environmental detectives. My nature name is Alpine, and I am the ranch manager at the Marin County Office of Education, Walker Creek Ranch. Walker Creek Ranch is an outdoor school located in Marin, California. We're about 5 miles away from the ocean, and at Walker Creek Ranch, there are hills, there are creeks, there are fields, there are canyons, not to mention all of the insects and birds and animals that live here too. Maybe someday you can come visit. That would be fun. As environmental detectives, it's really important that we practice making connections, learning patterns, and making observations. As a way to practice this, I'm going to teach you a game. It's called Sevens. I'm going to sit down to do that. So the way that the game works is that there are 7 stages in this game. That's why it's called Sevens. And I'm going to teach you the first 4 stages of this game today, and then I'll teach you other ones at another time. So here goes the first stage. It goes like this. And you can count aloud with me if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we do it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the stage 1. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The second stage goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try those 2 together now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you ready for the third stage? All right, this is how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try all 3 stages now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's getting harder, but let's do one more stage today, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's try all 4 now. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stage 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do it one more time, and this time I'm not going to count, just for fun, but you can count if you'd like. Here we go. Ready, begin. Good job.
This is pretty fun. Are your environmental detective friends coming to investigate with us every day?
Not every day, Duke, but when they do come out here, we're going to be teaching them activities that they can use in their neighborhoods, in their schoolyards, and at home to connect with nature. Is that okay with you, Duke?
If that's what works for you, Alpine, it works for me.
You know, Duke, our friends are also going to be going on some other adventures too. They're going to be meeting with artists and learning how to draw. They're going to be spending time with teachers and learning how to write in their journals. There's going to be so many fun things happening that they're going to be doing throughout the weeks. There's also going to be some adventures along the way and some surprises too.
Oh, Alpine, can you keep a secret? You know, sometimes you aren't so good at that.
I know it's hard for me to keep secrets and surprises sometimes, Duke, but I'll try my best. And you can remind me in a gentle way if I forget.
Alpine, what will we do together when our environmental detectives are transported virtually to the ranch?
When our friends arrive, Duke, we will have all kinds of fun and engaging detective work ready so that our friends can learn about good ways to ask questions and make observations. And I know that our friends are really good at asking questions too, so I'm excited to hear what they have to say and the questions that they have so that we can learn more about our environments and about nature together.
Alpine, what do we need to get started with all this detective work?
That's a good question, Duke. Our environmental friends will only really need two things in order to do this environmental detective work. They'll need to have something to write on, and they'll need to have something to write with. And I have some examples over here of what those might look like. So first, something to write with. And that could be a pencil, it could be a pen, it could be a marker, it could be a crayon of any color, or lots of crayons maybe if they have them. It could be some colored markers as well, so something to write with. And then they need something to write on. And there's lots of examples, tons of examples of things that they could use. It could be a sketchbook if they have one at home, or some sort of a notebook or journal if they have one at home. But if they don't have something like this, that's okay. It could just be some paper, and they could take maybe a shoestring and just put it through the paper so that they don't lose the paper. Or they can write something on one page and then they can write something on another page and kind of keep it all together. Or it can just be recycled paper with a paper clip. Or anything else. You could take paper and just staple it together if you have a stapler. Or you could take trash bags and just cut them up and staple those together. So all we need, again, is just something to write with and something to write on.
Alpine, can you please help me with the writing?
Duke, I'm happy to help you with the writing. Just let me know what you see, what you observe, and what you're thinking, and I'll write it down for you.
If that's what works for you, Alpine, that works for me.
So this is the time of the show that we're actually going to go out in nature and we're going to find a sit spot. You at home are going to be doing that after the show. And you can do that in your backyard, you can do that in your area park, you can do that even in your apartment looking out a window. So anywhere where you can see nature, you can have a sit spot or a stand spot. Before we get started, remember when you're outside to be respectful to others, be respectful to nature, and be safe. That means following park rules and not throwing rocks. Also, remember during the time of the COVID-19 virus to stay at least 6 feet away from others when you're outside. Wash your hands a lot using soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And make sure that we're wearing a cloth covering over our face and nose when we're outside in our neighborhoods. I have this cool Walker Creek Ranch bandana here that I'm going to use for my face covering. Now, because I'm here at the ranch and there's nobody around here, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. but I'm going to keep it with me in case I see anybody. But you need to make sure that you do have something over your face and your mouth when you're out in your neighborhoods. Now, this is the part where we're going to be heading out to Alder Flats to do some investigations. So I'm going to encourage you to stand up and to walk in place, or maybe even run in place while we're walking out to Alder Flats.
Alpine, why is it called Alder Flats?
Thanks for asking, Duke. The reason why it's called Alder Flats is because it's a flat area down by Walker Creek where there's a whole bunch of alder trees. And alder trees are deciduous trees that love being next to Walker Creek. So we're getting ready to head out to Alder Flats. But before we go, I want to introduce you to my environmental detective friend, Dragonfly.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Now you'll notice that she is over 10 feet away from me, and we're going to be keeping that physical distance the entire time that we're together, just to make sure that we're being safe.
Alpine, while we're walking, can you share with us your story of how you got your name?
The reason why my nature name is Alpine is because I love the mountains. I love hiking in the mountains, I love backpacking in the mountains, and an alpine ecosystem or alpine region is an area in the mountains. And so that's a place where I connect and I love. Also the reason why I chose the name Alpine is because the first outdoor school that I ever worked at was called Alpine Meadows. So I always remember teaching there, and I have a lot of friends there, and so it's a really, really fond memory for me when I worked at Alpine Meadows. So that's why my nature name is Alpine. Hi, environmental investigators. Welcome down to Alder Flats. I'm here with Dragonfly, and we're going to be doing some activities together. Do you want to do some activities with me?
Sí, quiero hacer unas buenas actividades contigo.
Okay, so we're going to be using our senses in order to observe from our sit spot. Does that sound fun?
Sí, yo también quiero usar mis sentidos.
So the first question that I have for everyone is, how many senses do we have?
Oh, creo que tenemos 5 sentidos.
I also have 5 senses. Can we name what those 5 senses are?
La vista,
My eyes are seeing.
el olfato,
My nose are smelling.
el gusto,
My mouth and tongue taste.
y también el sentido del sentir.
And also feeling. There's one more too that we might have forgotten.
Escuchar.
Good, so hearing. So many of us have 5 senses. The sense of taste, of smell, of sight, of hearing, and feeling. Do you agree with that?
Sí, tenemos todos el sentido del oído, de la vista, del olfato, del gusto y del tacto.
Hey Dragonfly, you ready to start using your senses to observe nature?
Claro que sí, yo quiero empezar a usar mis sentidos para explorar la naturaleza.
So before we do that though, whenever we get into our sit spot, we want to take a moment to breathe. Would you want to breathe with me?
Oh, sí, claro que sí, quiero respirar. Me voy a relajar.
Okay, so we're going to just take 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. You ready?
Okay, ready. 1, 2 y 3.
And when I'm breathing, I like to check in on how I'm feeling. And if I'm feeling sad or angry, when I'm breathing, I'm trying to relax. So we are going to start using our senses. And the first sense that we're going to use today is our sense of sight.
Oh, la vista.
Correct. So we have 3 challenges that we're going to have our nature investigators try. We're going to have 3. Are you ready?
Estoy lista.
Let's do it. I'm gonna have you look at this box here, and I want you to memorize everything that you see. And okay, go ahead and explain that.
Ok, este es un juego que vamos a hacer. Entonces, aquí hay un cuadrado y hay muchos objetos dentro de él. Vamos a ver la dinámica de cómo estos objetos se van a mover de aquí.
And then I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna change some things in this box, and you're gonna come back and see if you can figure out what I've changed.
Ok, ustedes van a observar conmigo porque ustedes y yo nos vamos a memorizar qué hay aquí. Me van a cubrir los ojos y yo voy a tener que pensar qué se movió. Ustedes me van a ayudar, ¿ok?
The reason why I'm having you do this and I'm having our nature detectives do this is that it's really important that we use our observation skills in nature and investigating the environment.
Ok, ya saben, tenemos que observar porque es muy importante en investigación saber dónde están las cosas y para eso hay que usar la observación.
I'm going to move 3 things when you close your eyes.
Oh, va a cambiar 3 cosas.
Here we go.
Ok, me voy a voltear.
Okay.
Ok, ayúdenme. Creo que la semilla de pino.
This.
Sí,
Okay.
esa también.
Okay.
Y ese también.
How did she do, everyone? Do you agree?
¿Lo hice bien?
So I moved this and that and that. So you got 2 out of 3. Good job.
Ok.
Okay. Well, great job, Dragonfly.
Oh, gracias.
So we're going to do our observation vision challenge number 2. Are you ready to do the second one?
Ok, estoy lista para el reto número 2.
But we're going to do this one together.
¿Está bien?
So for this challenge, all we're doing is we're sitting and we're just observing things around us. We're looking up, we're looking down, we're looking to the left, and we're looking to the right. So what are some things that you see when you're looking up, down, left, or right? What are some things that you're seeing?
Veo el sol.
So you're seeing the sun.
Ah, sí.
I'm seeing a tree.
Oh, tú ves un árbol.
What else are you seeing?
Una planta.
Seeing a plant. I'm seeing a rock.
Una piedra.
Una piedra.
Piedra.
Piedra. How about 2 more things that you see?
Veo un palo.
Un palo, a stick?
Palo.
Okay. I am seeing the creek.
El río.
El río. Anything else that you see?
Hierba.
An herb?
Hierba.
Great. So moving to challenge number 3, and this is the one that's going to take the most concentration perhaps.
Bueno, este tercer reto nos van a ayudar ustedes, nuestros detectives, investigadores y observadores. Vamos a mostrar hacia allá y ustedes van a ver los diferentes verdes que tiene la naturaleza. ¿Ok? Vamos.
So for this last challenge, we're going to pose a challenge to you. You're going to be looking at the environment, which is just right over here. And the challenge is to try to find at least 3 different color greens when you're looking at that natural area. What are three different greens that you are seeing, Dragonfly?
El pasto.
The grass,
Sí. La enredadera.
the vines,
Sí. Las hojas de los árboles.
the leaves of the tree. Dragonfly, do you want to practice another one of our senses?
Sí, ¿cuál es el nuevo sentido?
Let's try our sense of touch or feeling.
El sentido del tacto. Ujú.
So for that, and we're going to ask our nature detectives to do this in their sit spot. We're just going to close our eyes and feel. Do you want to explain what you're doing?
Sí, voy a cerrar mis ojos y me voy a concentrar en qué siento.
Dragonfly, what did you feel?
Siento la tierra debajo de mi cuerpo.
You felt the ground below your body?
Sí.
I felt the wind a little bit.
Sientes el aire.
What else did you feel? Anything else?
El sol que me calienta.
You felt the sun. Great. Are you ready to do one more observation using even another sense?
Sí, quiero practicar otro sentido, claro que sí.
Okay, the last one we're going to do today is we're going to be using our sense of hearing.
El sentido del oído. Muy bien.
And I'm going to ask the nature detectives at home to also use their sense of hearing during this activity. I'm going to close my eyes and just listen for 20 seconds.
Ok, vamos a cerrar los ojos y vamos a escuchar por 20 segundos. Escuchemos.
Okay. What did you hear?
Escuché el ruido de los pájaros.
You heard birds?
Sí,
I heard the wind.
el aire, el viento,
Did you hear anything else?
el agua.
Ooh, you heard the creek, Walker Creek behind us. I heard that too. I heard lots of different birds.
Sí, escuché diferentes sonidos de pájaros.
One thing that I like to try to, when I'm listening, I like to try to hear which direction those things are coming from.
Sí, yo sé que algunos pájaros cantaban por la derecha y otros por la izquierda.
I also like to try to figure out, are those close or were they far away?
Algunos estaban cerca,
It was close.
pero otros estaban muy lejos.
Oh, you heard one that was really far away as well. Mm-hmm. What did you all hear when you were listening?
¿Y ustedes qué escuchan?
Dragonfly, do you remember the last two senses that we haven't tried yet?
Yo me acuerdo que hicimos un reto con la vista, hicimos otro reto con el oído, hicimos otro reto con el tacto. Nos falta el sentido del gusto y el del olfato.
That's right. So we have used our eyes, we've used our ears, we've used our feeling, but we have not yet used our sense of smell or our taste. When we're in nature, we don't want to try to taste anything unless we're with an adult.
Tienes razón. En la naturaleza, cuando estamos afuera, no debemos probar nada. Puede ser peligroso.
But I will challenge you to see when you're in your sit spot, if you can smell anything. So that will be a challenge that you'll have when you go out into your sit spot.
Bueno, pero lo que sí tenemos que usar es nuestra nariz, el sentido del olfato, para saber qué hay a nuestro alrededor.
Did you have fun using your senses to be an environmental detective?
Fue muy divertido usar los sentidos hoy para ser un detective.
Let's head back.
Sí, regresemos.
Welcome back, Alpine. What did our environmental detective friends learn today?
Well, our environmental friend detectives learned all kinds of things today. We learned how to find a sit spot and we learned how to use our senses to observe nature.
And Alpine, what will they do later today and tomorrow?
So today or tomorrow, our environmental detectives are going to go to their sit spot and they're going to bring something to write on and something to write with. And then when they're in their sit spot, we want them to first breathe in, breathe out, relax, check in with their feelings like we did down there at our sit spot. And then they're going to write down 3 things that they hear, 3 things that they see, 3 things that they feel, and if they can smell one thing. So using that sense of smell to see if they can find one thing that they smell. So we're really excited to see what you see out there, what you hear out there, and what you observe. So if you have the capability to send in your noticings to the link below, that would be awesome. We'll be sharing those out throughout these shows. So I just want to thank you for joining us today. We had such a great time with you. We look forward to having you back here at the ranch in the near future. And get outside, explore, have fun, and be safe.
I wonder how the flower can grow from such a small space. I wonder why the hummingbird likes those flowers. I wonder how the sky is reflected on the water. I wonder why most of the turkeys have their tail feathers up. I wonder how the flowers know when to open. I wonder why the butterfly is not flying. I wonder why the tip of the fern is curled up. I wonder why the mushroom is the only thing growing out of the leaves.